And there you see the participants. Declan Byrne, Daniel O'Connell, Derek Maguire, John Rogers. 3 Louth men and a young man from Strokestown in the county of Roscommon. And that is none other than John Rogers.
It's going to be a very interesting final to culminate in our competition here with Cic Saor of 2013 on. We've some tremendous kickers here.
Well, this
and
really
three local guys. We have 3 local guys here. Derek Maguire from Young Ireland's, Daniel O'Connell from Roach, Declan Byrne from Mockdesloud Village, and then that one man from Roscommon.
Yeah, all the way from Strokestown.
Strokestown indeed.
And he happens to be first up. And it looks like he's taking it relatively easy for a start, Tony.
He's getting the feel of it. He's put it straight over the bar.
Next up is Daniel O'Connell, I think. And it is Daniel O'Connell. These should be relatively easy free kicks.
Yeah, Daniel has stroked it in as well.
So, is Derek next? Or is that Declan?
That's Derek Maguire going for a right-footed kick just outside the 21.
And
he scored it. Declan Byrne. I think these guys are evenly matched. Man, Declan.
it's going to be interesting to see if and when a left foot will be required. Or will somebody be... Primarily, these are all right foot kickers.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see will somebody be adventurous and take the players out to the right-hand side of the pitch and use a left foot.
We're looking at distance here now. I think Dan O'Connell's going for distance and he's going for just off the middle, but 45, 6 yards, 6 or 7 yards out. And it probably just off the middle of the pitch.
All players, of course, with
It's
their
going for a long kick in distance. This could sort some of them out now.
Well, this is Dan. It'll be interesting to see how Dan gets on. Very close to that perimeter line behind him.
He has scored it.
He has nailed that one.
He has scored it.
Excellent, excellent. So Derek Rogers, or
Derek Maguire.
Derek Maguire is up next. And the pressure's a little bit on Derek now, as it will be on Declan and on John. All lives still intact. And he likes that, but will it make the difference?
Just gone to the left and wide.
So he's lost a life.
Declan Byrne going this time. Kicking out of hand as well.
And Declan Byrne
outside of the left foot, and he's put it over.
Magnificent, magnificent. So John Rogers, who hit the ball brilliantly early on. Again, the outside of the right boot. Very adventurous kick.
Oh,
and it's come off the
hit
crossbar.
the crossbar.
That is extremely unlucky. So 2 lives lost in that particular round. Derek Maguire and John Rogers.
I think Derek Maguire will take them to the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Derek will head in that general direction. So 2 lives lost. So Dan and Declan still with lives to play around with, so to speak. Taking the ball into the right-hand corner. This the grand final of Cic Saor 2013 with main sponsors Corona. Brought to you by Young Ireland's GAA club from County Louth and broadcast by D4 Events. Now this is a big kick. And that looks...
He's nailed it. He's nailed it.
So very good from Derek. So
this is Declan Byrne up next with a right footed kick from the left-hand corner.
He has his full complements of lives.
He's nailed it too.
And he still has his full complements of lives. John Rogers, who has missed one. And he needs to get this particular one if he can. And he
has, yes.
Got it, yes.
Dan O'Connell.
After this, we'll be taking a look at the board just to tell you exactly what's happening. Oh, it's come off the left-hand post and over the bar. Wonderful, wonderful kick. So 2 players only with 1 life lost. And those 2 are John Rogers and Derek Maguire.
Just to mention some of our sponsors there at the minute too as well is El Paso Driving School. Also we have Chaplin's Hair Salon, award-winning partners with Wella Redkin, and our Christmas Club is now open. Also you have Liam Flynn Printing and True Tech Engineering.
Without sponsors, it would be difficult to run an event such as this, so what they've done has been greatly appreciated by the club, no doubt.
Come back onto the right-hand side now. We're actually about 14 yards out, probably 2 yards in from the sideline, and it's Declan Byrne coming up to take the kick out of his hands with a left-footed kick.
Now this could make a significant difference.
And he's kicked it.
He's got it, and this could be the difference. So John Rogers will also use the left boot. Remember, he has 1 life lost.
And it's gone wide on the far post.
So he has now 2 lives lost. So there you see it very clearly as Daniel O'Connell, who still has his full complement. He has not been adventurous. He is kicking with his
outside of the right foot.
Regular boot.
Oh,
and how lucky can you be?
Post. That's the first one I've seen Daniel drop now.
So the only one with a full complement of lives at the moment is Declan Byrne.
Derek Maguire going with the outside of the right foot again.
And Derek Maguire with the outside of the right boot.
It's gone far post and wide. Lost another life.
Well. That's another life lost. So John is up first again. 2 lives lost. Daniel O'Connell, 1 life lost. Derek Maguire, 2 lives lost. And Declan Byrne with this full complement of lives still remaining. So John Fogarty certainly needing this particular one. Again, as he was the first player to start off, has left it relatively easy for himself. As he strikes the ball in.
Yes, he's put it over.
He's got it. So Daniel O'Connell with 1 life lost, 2 remaining. Thought about the tee maybe with a placed ball, but has decided that he will kick it from the hand. The marker clearly indicating it must be behind that particular position. And he's hit it well.
And he stroked it over the bar. Lovely score.
Derek Maguire needs to get this, because if he doesn't, he will be gone. 2 lives lost already. But again, should be well within the range. Looking up with the head down then.
And he scored it.
He's got it. Now, Declan Byrne, who has scored all his shots to date, meaning that he now has his full complement still intact.
And he scored it.
Still remains the same with Daniel O'Connell up next. And there you see it. 2 2s, or 2 1s, 1 2, and the 3 that you see is the 3 lives of Declan Byrne, who currently leads Cic Saor 2013 with a €5,000 first prize on offer.
Daniel O'Connell now taking up his kick. It's his choice. He's going right back out to 46, 47 yards. He's come right out 47, 48 yards, nearly on the end line. The average is probably 50-yard line.
This is a big, big kick. A very big kick, in fact. It'll be a big kick for all. But Daniel, who has 1 life lost, technically can afford to lose another life, would obviously prefer not to, if he could.
This is kick of choice.
Well, he's hit it really well, but has he got it?
And he's put it wide. He had tremendous distance in that. He's normally very good at those ones, Owen. Yep. Derek Maguire could...
He could go out here if he's not careful. Derek Maguire has 2 lives lost already, and this could be the end.
Oh, we scored it. Lovely score. Well done.
Magnificent. Magnificent.
Declan Byrne,
who has yet to lose a life.
It seems as if these long kicks are challenging
They are
these
challenging.
guys.
They
Oh,
are challenging, that's for sure. Outside of the right boot again.
no, he's
Only
gone.
in swinger, in swinger.
Yeah, in swinger. Yes, he scored it.
Magnificent. 100% record from the boot of Declan Byrne. And now John Fogarty.
John Rogers.
John Rogers, I beg your pardon. This could be the beginning of the end for John Rogers. And it's hit the
and
crossbar.
I think John has something with that crossbar. That's the second time he's done it.
Wow.
And he's out in that competition.
He's gone. That's about as close as you will get. And there you see number 1 gone from the board. So is it Dan who has the choice next? It really looks quite promising and very good for Declan Byrne as we speak, or Decky as they call him, because he has yet to lose a life. 2 lives lost by Dan O'Connell, 2 lives lost by Derek Maguire. And it looks that is probably Dan's choice in this kick.
I don't think it's Dan's choice. Dan went for the long kick, I think, on this time. I think it's either Derek Maguire or Declan Byrne. They seem to be leading the charge. I think Daniel's coming behind.
Well, it'll be Declan or it'll be Derek Maguire. I would suggest that'll be
Derek Maguire's choice, yes, into the corner again.
Maguire.
And he's going a wee bit tighter this time.
This is a big kick for him because he certainly needs it. Should he miss and either of the other 2 score, then he will be gone.
Yes.
But this is a big ask. As up he comes.
And he's missed it. He has missed it.
He's missed it. He's missed it. He's missed it. That doesn't mean he's gone, because if Declan and Daniel were to miss, then the lives don't go. Declan Byrne, who has not missed a kick in this final yet, and does he keep that?
He
intact?
scored,
He
yes.
does.
He has scored it.
So that effectively means now that Derek Maguire is gone, and if Dan O'Connell doesn't convert this, the champion will be Declan Byrne.
He has.
And he has.
Derek Maguire's gone. That leaves Declan Byrne and Daniel O'Connell.
Well, both men, of course. One from Mount Pleasant, the other from Louth Village.
A Roach man and a Mocktus man on.
And this will be an interesting shootout. Again, the advantage is very much with Declan Byrne, because Decky has not missed a free kick in this final. 2 missed by Dan O'Connell. And we're making our way to the left-hand side of the pitch as we look at it from here. And
A round of applause for Derek Maguire coming in off the stand there.
You have to say the spectators here today, Tony, have really bought into this whole idea.
It's tremendous. It
And
really
the
is tremendous. We're blessed lucky with the weather too again, Owen. So Declan Byrne taking a kick here on the right-hand side with the left foot.
It's now really sudden death.
And he scored it.
Whoa, what a
He scored it.
magnificent score.
Daniel, I think this was one. Jack was putting the pressure on Daniel.
Well, he said you can't afford to miss
No,
it.
and he's going with the outside of the right foot.
Couple of grand of a difference. And he's hit it.
And he scored. What a tremendous shot from that young man to keep the pressure on Declan Byrne.
Brilliant.
Tremendous shot. That's what this competition's about, Owen.
And Dan has the choice now.
Yes, he's taking him right out to the end line. That's where he's going to take him.
So should he score and Declan Byrne miss, then Declan Byrne would lose a life. He would still have 2 lives, mind you. So he's really in a very good position, Tony, as we speak, is Declan Byrne.
He certainly is. He certainly is. He has all his lives. He can afford to miss it. But we'll see how what happens now here. I suppose it's down to Daniel to keep concentrating on this game and to keep taking the competition to Declan is what he has to do this time.
And the board clearly indicating what's happening. 173. The name opposite that is Dan O'Connell.
And he's kicking from the right-hand side, I'd say 47, 48 yards out. And a right-footed kick out of the hands from Daniel O'Connell.
Well, he's
What
hit
a
it well
kick.
as he hit it
Oh,
accurately.
tremendous kick.
Magnificent.
Tremendous kick.
So will Declan Byrne now lose a life?
Jack O'Shea's putting the pressure on these guys out here.
He looks hugely confident. Again, he strikes it. And again,
Oh,
he's got
tremendous
it.
score.
Magnificent.
Tremendous score.
He even managed to crash into the barrier in front. And it's advantage now, Declan, because he has the choice as to where to bring the ball.
He certainly has.
And he can now, Tony, become a little bit adventurous
course.
in the knowledge that he can
Of
afford
course.
2 lives, really.
He's coming back into the corner here again, this near corner. He reckons that Daniel was lucky maybe the last time. I think this is what he's thinking in the psychology of it, and he wants to get a left-footed kick in and get Daniel to kick on the outside of the right foot again.
Can look
So
strike twice.
it's going to go a bit tighter, I think. I think he's going to go a bit tighter.
This has been an absolutely riveting afternoon.
He's actually not. He's going on the 14-yard line on the right-hand side.
This will be interesting. Declan Byrne with full live compliments. Daniel O'Connell. So Declan Byrne prepares to take this. Hasn't missed a shot today in the final. This
Oh,
one
he's
has come
come
back
off
off the
the
post.
upright. He's
So
still-
at least now Dan can have a go, because even if he misses, he's still in the competition.
he certainly still is in the competition.
So he can be a little bit more relaxed if he can.
And he's scored
Oh,
it.
he's got it.
He's taken a life off
He's got
Declan
it.
Byrne.
He's
We'll
taken
come back
him
out to the, we'll come back out to the end line again, or the corner.
Now this could be interesting. 1-5-3. That's Declan Byrne. He has 2 lives. And 1-7-3. The name opposite that, Dan O'Connell. And Dan has kicker's choice.
Oh,
in
Dan's
this.
gone away now. We're going away to the far left, and I'm sure it could go maybe 47, 48 yards out again.
This will be a big, big ask of both players. Not showing an awful lot of nerves in this final, and there's quite
No.
a bit at stake.
Certainly is. Well, Dan kind of won that round. He's taking a life off Declan, so that's chipping away the next round. He has to do the same again, and then it all comes down to the next kick, I think. Depends on who scores and who doesn't score in this here to take a life off one another. Whoever misses in this one now, if it's Declan, he loses a life. If it's Daniel, he's gone, and Declan scores.
Well, this is a biggie kick.
Right footed kick, 46 yards out on the left-hand side.
It's a big, big ask, that's for sure. Well, he certainly hit it well enough. Has he hit it long enough?
He's hit it short.
Hit it short.
He's hit it short.
This
If
means
Declan scores this, he wins it.
now, Declan, this competition reminds me of a playoff hole in golf. Such interest from the crowd behind.
It certainly is.
Big, big kick. Massive kick, in fact, for Declan Byrne. He's given it all.
And
it's
he's
dropped
gone short as well. So
It
two
was
boys are still in it.
an absolute,
Still in it.
an exact replica in many ways of the last.
Yes.
Both
I think we could be going back out there yet. Owen, we could be going back out there yet. What do you think?
Well, it's interesting to see what's going to happen now, because Declan, no doubt, will head towards the left-hand corner of your picture as we look at it here, as he did before. Now, he missed last time and Dan scored, so, you know, could the same thing happen again?
Yeah, he's taking him slightly out now to about the 30-yard line, and I think he's going right out to the sideline. He reckons he's going to be able to score this one.
It's his choice, remember. It's kicker's choice, and the kicker's choice is that of Declan Byrne. And it's a Louth head-to-head in this grand finale. Last year it was Louth and Meath, Brian White, Joe Sheridan. It's Declan Byrne, Dan O'Connell, and he kicks it.
Tremendous
in, and
kick
he's
for
got it.
Declan Byrne.
So now the pressure's on Dan. Dan must score this to stay in the competition.
Dan the man needs to score this.
Cometh
He
the
needs-
hour, cometh the man, cometh Dan.
Right-footed kick. Right-footed kick.
He's hit it. Has he hit it?
And he's scored
got it.
He's kept the pressure on. He's
Bottom
kept the pressure
right-hand
on.
corner again, dare I suggest,
We're
Tony?
going down to the halfway line, I think, going this time. We're going out to the halfway line.
Well,
I think we you never know. They could have a half time in this one here. There could be that much of a going on.
Thankfully, we have floodlights should we need them.
Yes.
It's been an absolutely splendid afternoon here
It's
at Oriel
tremendous.
Park.
It really is tremendous.
So wherever you're watching and listening live, anywhere in the world, Good evening to you. Good morning. Good afternoon. And I hope you're enjoying what you're watching, because
Good night.
we are certainly enjoying it here.
Good night. You forgot to mention good night.
Good night.
Oh, we're going right down the middle now, Owen. This could be an interesting one now. This could be an interesting one. Big Dan, the man's going for the one down the middle.
And again out of the hand. Dan has had to dig deep to stay in this competition. Advantage is still with Decky. He's hit it well.
He's missed it. He's put it
it
wide.
He's missed it.
He's put it wide.
Now Declan Byrne has a real chance here.
2 lives. He can afford to lose it.
He can. Well, even if he misses, he doesn't lose a life.
No.
Again, he kicks it. It's going. Yes!
Wide.
No,
it's wide. It's gone wide.
Oh, nice.
It's gone wide.
Oh, Hawkeye. I think the umpire was waving wide with the flag in his hand and they thought it was a point.
Yes.
Oh, it's now been discussed.
Yeah.
It's now been decided that the ball, in fact, has gone over the bar.
It certainly has.
And that means that Decky Byrne is the 2013 Cic Saor, sponsored by Corona, brought to you by Young Ireland's champion. What about that?
What a finish. What a finish. I think we look down at the guy here, the umpire. The umpires are discussing what happened here. The referee out in front overrules everything. I think we had Big Jack behind as well.
There's still a consultation going on here, mind you. Are they sure that this is the case?
Yes.
Jack O'Shea, to be fair, was behind the goal.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering, Adrian looks a little bit worried. That
yes, Declan Byrne is 2003 Cic Saor champion.
And I think Declan was he was very magnanimous when it was waved wide, but I think he more than most knew that the ball in fact
I think he did. It looked like it from here, I think, but with the umpires down there, they have a slightly better view of it than us. I think he was waving. I think Big Jack was there as well. He was able to see it, and Enda Murray out there as the referee was able to point for it as well. So the whole crowd in the background were able to see that. That it had gone over the bar, and on top of all that, albeit a little bit controversial, but it's been sorted out.
Well, I think everybody was happy in the knowledge that that ball did go over the bar, and to be fair, there was no people complaining whatsoever. But it's been an absolutely wonderful occasion, and a great time and a great day for the club. They say from small beginnings, big things are created, and I think after a year or two, you can safely say now, Tony Hand, who is the chairman of Young Ireland's, that it's onwards and upwards for Cic Saor.
Onwards and upwards with Cic Saor. Thanks be to God. It's been a tremendous year this year. It's finally over. Tremendous amount of work has gone, months and months and months of work, and preparation has gone into this. An awful lot of work behind the scenes done by an awful lot of our particular committee, in particular Adrian, Simon and Oisín. And it's nice to see it culminating at the very end in a very happy thing for all of us.
And of course there will be a presentation to be made to the 4 finalists, and of course the top prize will be going to Declan Byrne, and Declan Byrne is of course the 2013. As chairman of the Young Ireland's, Tony, I suppose there are loads and loads of things that you would like to say before our transmission ends.
Tremendous amount of stuff that we have to say. You know, like when you look at how well this competition has run and the way the setup has been created here in Oriel Park, we look again at this competition next year. We'll decide as to whether what time of the year we're gonna run it. We ran it at a different time than we did last year. We hope to have more big names here next year. As you know, the competition is getting bigger and bigger and bigger as we're going along. So we would like to make it bigger and better again even next year. The organisation this year too, like when you look at, we still have our commentary on our live streaming as ourselves as new to the business, and it has added a bit more to it, you know.
And of course, without sponsors, this
What-
event could not have been run.
Exactly. Our main sponsor of the day was Corona Extra. We'd like to thank them very much for the sponsorship that they've given us on Cic Saor 2013. Also, we'd like to thank D4 Events for live streaming this last year and this year. And of course, some of our smaller sponsors, we have Kettle Engineering, the Pet Centre, El Paso Driving School, John Laverty Motor Factors, Chaplin's Hairdressers, Tony Hand's Barbers, Liam Flynn, who has done all our printing for us every year, True Tech Precision Engineering, Oriel Park here itself for making this event possible here in a beautiful venue of Oriel Park. I think you'd agree with that, Manon. And Oriel Active Park behind us here, which is it's a big long indoor event in around here, and Priority Printing. We'd like to thank them sincerely for their sponsorship of this event, and hopefully they'll come back to us again next year.
Well, there is a cheque for €5,000 being presented by the great Jack O'Shea to the equally great today Declan Byrne, who is in fact the 2013 Cic Saor champion. Loads of volunteers as well, and loads of help available to the club today.
Tremendous help today. We have like a full complement of a wee bit again. You know, both of us spoke to Jacko there, and Jacko would have views on how to, do this and do that, and we listen to all those views, take them on board, and we'll improve the competition more.
How important is it to have high-profile people like Jack O'Shea and Oisín McConville lending their name and their presence to an event like this?
Well, when you look at the advertisement poster, you have Oisín McConville and Jack O'Shea, instantly recognisable by people when they look at this picture. And they'll say, well, hang on a minute here, if those guys are getting involved, this is not a Mickey Mouse job. This is a job that, that's going to look well, it's going to be well run because these guys are involved. So it's brilliant to have those guys involved, and long may we have them. We would like to keep them boys involved in this competition for as long as we can run it. And equally, it's nice to have as many county guys as you can, and club guys. Club guys come and make this competition. You've seen some club fellas there kicking balls today. Like they've out-kicked some inter-county footballers, So there's a number of things that comes into this competition as we're going along on. And when they all fit together, the ingredients of the whole lot of them, it all adds for a better competition.
So it's onwards and upwards, and that concludes our live streaming of Cic Saor 2013. The good news is we'll be back, God willing, in 2014. Thanks to our chairman of Young Ireland's Tony Hand, who was superb assistance today, to D4 Events and to all the sponsors. This is Owen McConnon signing off saying, BFN, bye for now.